Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Thandi. If you are new to this channel, you are welcome. Please subscribe, hit that subscribe button if you like this type of content or you're interested in whatever I have to share today, and maybe hopefully I'll share more of what I have to share today. So guys, in today's video we're going to be discussing how I've been taking my quarantine pictures. Obviously you guys have seen them given the cover photo and the situation that's going on. So it's been a hard time for creators right now. It's been hard to create content. Me for one, the complex that I live in, you know, at first I was just like, oh okay, fine, we're in quarantine, I could probably still create content outside in the garden because we do have quite a huge garden. I'm like, there's a pool, I'll go create content in the gym. Wherever I need to create content, I'm sure I would make a plan. Until about a week in, they sent a notice saying that you are not allowed to leave your apartment as per the whatever law that was put forward. It means that we could still congregate in the complex because there's a lot of people, so they're like, everybody has to stay within their unit. If you have a dog, you can walk your dog in your garden because they only allow dogs in units that have gardens. So I was like, geez, this is gonna be tough. So this meant that I could only create content indoors, and obviously my niche is beauty and lifestyle. Beauty wouldn't be a hard thing to do, but I was also taking a look at my feed and I just wasn't happy with the way it looked. It was just like cluttered. I just didn't know what was going on. Like, you couldn't differentiate the different things. It was like I do one thing, or sometimes you just didn't understand what I was doing. So I was like, okay, fine, let's rethink and re-strategize. So I started watching doing a bit of research, and I started watching people creating photos in their own spaces, and one of the YouTubers that caught my eye is Mia Randria. Like, I hope I said her name right. I love her. I love her content. I love the way she shoots her images. If you guys look at her page, it's super clean. So I sort of like took a bit of influence from the way she creates content and I tried it out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm impressed. I loved it, because the most important thing for me was that this content had to be relevant with the situation that's going on. So I didn't want it to be fake and be like posting like all too dressed up, because it doesn't make sense. It's a pandemic. Who's got the time to dress up? Nobody. We're all in our most chilled clothes, but we're all going through the same things. We're all drinking our alcohol. We are all having ice cream and craving a lot of things and eating different things. We are all wearing sweatpants. So all of this content had to sort of like be relevant to the situation that I'm going through. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I basically shoot content for me. And even though I've taken a bit of like inspiration from Mia, I will actually link her video down below for you guys to check it out, because I think it is a huge learning experience for people who still want to learn how to create their own content going forward out of this lockdown. Because sometimes when you're looking into creating content, it is hard to get people to help you. So let's start off with what I actually use. So I used this big camera. A lot of people always ask me, what equipment do you use for your YouTube channel or for some of your photos? So for most of my beauty shots, after I've taken a video, it's off this baby over here. This is the Canon 5D Mark IV. Most people usually just go in store and buy this with the kit lens that you would normally get it with, but for me, I did not do that because I did a bit of research, and the sort of quality that I wanted for my beauty content and to take photos, I realized that this lens, which is not a Canon lens, this is a Sigma 50mm 1.4 art lens. So if you wanted, you could go into the shop, buy this body with the kit lens that's offered, but I didn't do that. I bought the body separate and I bought this lens separate. So this is what I use. Right now I am filming off my Canon G7X Mark II. I used to take photos of this back in the day. I don't really do a lot of body shots with this, but I do take selfies with this, pictures, because I don't know, from way back I've just never mastered taking like images with my phone. I do prefer sort of camera quality images versus like a phone. But I do have, sometimes I do take photos with the iPhone 11. I have the 11, but I still prefer this at times. So to show you examples of what I used to create back in the day, when before lockdown, I was able to create images. I'm just looking at the images over here. So I was able to create images when I would be out, and obviously I used to have a lot of help from friends. So like when I'd go for this is an example for when I went out for tea, and the reason why I like this is because the background is blurred out. It gives you this beautiful blurred background. That's what the 1.4 stands for. It stands for the bokeh. I'm not pronouncing that name, but yeah. So if you like that blurred background, you would definitely get a lens that's like a 1.4. And then the higher you go, the less blur the lens has. Also this was, I used to like taking photos when the sun is about to set, because then it's easier to take with the blurred background. During the day, when you put it at 1.4, it is very washed out, so those images are very hard to use. They're just not as sharp as you would love them. So also I used to like going to take in places that are not really flooded like this images. Then the blue dress stands out because the background is literally nothing. It's just a beautiful building, and yeah, you learn to appreciate that. So basically today I am gonna try create another image. After I showered, this is what I wore. I literally picked the most comfortable thing in my closet. I am not one for bougie dressing at the moment. I'm not even wearing a bra, but I don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna try create an image so I can show you guys how exactly I create I take my photos for my gram at the moment, and then I will show you guys how those turned out. Yeah, so let me go find a spot, sit up, and then show you how I take my pictures. Okay, so oh gosh, I'm a bit washed out because the lights in here are like very white, so usually like I'm just gray. But I'm about to set up, so I wanted to show you guys something. I'm gonna flip this and show you. So if we go onto my Instagram feed, you can see like this picture. I took it in the kitchen over there on the floor. Sorry, I just want this to focus. This is my sister's makeshift office in the kitchen there. So I took it on the floor. So I'm definitely not going anywhere near the kitchen because I've already done something in the kitchen. And then this one over here with the wine was taken right here on the floor. So I did sit up here with like a blanket and everything. So you guys can definitely check these out on my Instagram. Then this one was taken in the bedroom. So now I'm thinking, because I want a different spot, I am gonna take on this couch over here. So let me show you how I sort of like figure out where I'm gonna sit exactly. And over here I have my props. So I have my box light. This is from Broadcast Lighting. It came as a pair of 2. And you're probably wondering why I have a dumbbell over there. The lights in this one are actually bigger than most box lights you find, so they're quite heavy for the actual box light thing and the tripod stand, so it does fall if you don't have that holding it. And then I have my camera on my tripod. So because this lens is actually quite heavy, guys, so the very cheap tripods won't hold this. And if you want to break this and cry, I would definitely say invest in a flimsy tripod. So this tripod I think I got for about 2.6. Yeah, because this is the only tripod that will hold the weight of the, like, this whole full camera situation. With this body and another flat pancake lens, I could use a normal tripod, but because of this specific lens, it's quite difficult. So I'm gonna put this on. So I don't just use the actual house lights, I use the artificial light, and I'm going to show you guys the difference now in that spot when I switch on the light. Okay, so I just had to make sure this was plugged in. So I usually shine it in the direction of where I'm going to be sitting. So let me show you guys when I switch that on. That's how bright this light is. So now I am gonna frame this camera so I see what that looks like, because sometimes you think it's great until you see how it reflects on camera. So I'm gonna switch this on. So basically from here you can see what that looks like on camera. I'm just gonna put it on photo. It was on video. I'm just gonna press start so I can see. It's in the wrong picture size, so I'm gonna change that. I'm just gonna go to, okay, and I'm gonna do this on 4:3 because that sort of like fits on Instagram and I don't have to crop it. So you see there's like the black lines there. So I already like the flower being there and the blur of the flower, so I'm probably gonna sit somewhere there. Okay, so the lighting is not so great, so I'm gonna take this all the way to 1.4, so it's extremely bright. It's not, it's brighter on camera than it actually is in real life. Okay, and you can see I have the light. So you can see I have the light shining on the couch over there. And then I'm gonna grab my phone. Okay, so because I use my phone as the remote, I need to connect it to the app, right? So I'm gonna go on menu, and I usually go to this icon over here, this yellow one. Then I go to number 4, and then I click communication settings, built-in wireless settings, and then I go to Wi-Fi function. Then you'll see it says connect to smartphone, so I click connect to smartphone, connect to device. Okay, and then you'll go on your phone onto settings, and then you're gonna click the Wi-Fi and wait for it. It will pop up. There it is, Thandi 5D Canon. Then we just wait for that tick. When you have the tick, I go to the camera connect app. Okay, and then it says remote live view shooting, and then all of a sudden I can see this there. So that way when I go sit over there, I actually know if I'm in frame, if my face is in focus. So let's go sit and I'll show you guys. Okay, so sorry guys, you hiding behind the flowers. So from where I'm sitting, I can see that the light box is too far, and I'll have to do a lot of lighting adjustments. So I'm actually going to move it closer, and the camera is quite far, so I'm going to move those a bit closer. So I'll move the camera closer, I've moved the box light closer, and because I still want the flower in there as a prop, I've also moved that closer so it is in the shot, and I'm going to sit again and see if everything is perfect. Yeah, now you can see me. So I found the perfect angle, and so I'm just looking at what that looks like on camera. So what I usually do, so the timer is already set on 2 seconds, so I'll see that, I will lock. So if I know how I'm gonna pose, so I'll just click it, and that takes a photo, and then I can easily go. And I always check the first one to see if I like it, and that's what that looks like. And I really like this one, but I'm gonna try and retake that again because I wasn't fully in focus. Okay, all right, so I go back. So I'm hiding the phone, so you guys usually don't see it on you won't see it on Instagram. You just think like I've got like an Instagram boyfriend, whereas my tripod is my boyfriend. And I usually like to look at them as I go. Makes it so much easier. Okay, so my hair at the back is looking a bit bumpy. I don't know if you guys can hear my mom outside. She's outside. Okay, so my hair was looking a bit bumpy at the back because of how I placed it, so I want that to look flat. I'm gonna fix that and then try retake that again. Okay, I'm gonna take that again and then I will show you guys the finished product. So guys, I literally got my picture in 5 shots. So I had 5 shots over there. These are today's shots, and that's really it. Like, okay, my mom's talking here, so I'm gonna move to where I was shooting before so I can finish off the video and explain to you guys, and then I will show you my image. Okay guys, so I'm back. So obviously that is my image. I'm just gonna put it somewhere here. This is the image that I shot. It is super easy. I cropped it and I've obviously just added a bit of a filter now just to show you guys how. Ooh, I forgot a bottle there, but oh well, somebody must have been drinking water on the couch and left the bottle. But that is how I take my images in quarantine. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of these videos, how I edit photos, I do know that we will be creating an easy guide to Lightroom on the combined channel. So if you're not subscribed to that, definitely subscribe to that. I will link it down below because this is going to be the easiest way for anybody. I am telling you, it is super easy. So don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope this was easy. I hope now you'll be able to shoot content. If you guys also want me to recreate this video showing you how to do it with the G7X, because I do know not everybody has a big camera, or if you want me to do it with the 11, and then I will do it for you. So I shoot most of these images at night because lately in lockdown I've been working at night, and that is why I use the artificial lighting, because the filter that I use on these images is actually a filter that was designed for pictures that are taken with a flash, and I don't have a flash or the remote. I needed those things before lockdown, and like the worst part is that like as I was about to order, lockdown happened, and obviously you can't get anything. Okay guys, so I hope you guys took a bit of a lesson and enjoyed seeing me create my own photos. When I do find other people that do inspire me and I learn from other people, I will share with you guys. I think sometimes when you learn certain things, it's good to share. In case you're bored, now's the perfect time to learn how to create your own content. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Obviously I didn't show you guys how I edit my photos, but if you guys are interested in seeing that, please leave a comment down below and I will definitely show you how I do that. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Much love.